Hey everybody, Michael Snyder here, Pacific Northwest weather-wise. Today is February 13th, and right now we are looking at the infrared satellite imagery here, and you can see plenty of cold air cumulus with the cold air arrival here into the Pacific Northwest. Already getting some reports of some lightning and thunder out there this morning, some small hail as well. It's going to continue on during the days. We have some convergence zone activity across the Puget Sound, and we've got some strong showers moving down towards western Oregon here as well, and the big snows are really going to pile up across some of the mountain areas too as well. We have some wind advisories as well, some high surface advisories also across the region here, and you can kind of see these embedded vorticity maximums coming in here. They're going to be interacting with the Pacific Northwest as we go through the day today and on in through tomorrow morning before that system finally moves out of here by Tuesday afternoon. Taking a look here at the current hazards, you can see all the winter weather advisories and winter storm warnings in effect. Winter storm warnings are pink here. You can see some wind advisories, including some of the Strait of Juan de Fuca there in Whidbey Island, Washington coast. And you can see all the winter weather advisories, high wind warnings here, and winter storm warnings across Montana, down towards Wyoming, portions of Idaho with some wind advisories as well. So this is a National Weather Service Spokane. Just giving you the heads up there. Watch out for Lookout Pass, Snoqualmie, Stevens. Mountain snow Monday into Tuesday morning. Winter driving conditions can be expected. And now we're going to take a look at here again. The 700 millibar temperature is 10,000 feet. One more look at this cold air shot coming to the Pacific Northwest. Nice visualization of the atmosphere at 10,000 feet here, and the cold air just kind of blasting right through the Pacific Northwest here, shown late Tuesday morning there. Now this is looking at the European last night's run. I put this into motion. You can see as we go through the day today, some of the snow is going to start mixing in across the Willamette Valley and the Puget Sound. Big mountain snows again, like I said. Then you'll see as we go a little bit further in into Monday night, some convergence zone activity here might bring some snowfall down towards sea level here. It should be brief in accumulation, and we're not looking at huge totals here. Probably it's the temperatures are going to be marginal, so it might be kind of a slush storm here. But then you'll see as we go into very early Tuesday morning, notice this snow increase, mainly Seattle metro south through the Willamette Valley in western Oregon there, kind of encapsulating the entirety of western Oregon. Big mountain snows again. You can see some residual bands across some of the Puget Sound, southern Puget Sound mainly here. We'll continue to watch that. I mean, you're just going to have to watch the radar as we go, because this overnight feature moving down the sound with the northerlies here has kind of been hit and miss on some of the models there. We'll take a look at that a little bit more detail here in a moment though. Now taking a look here, you got the European last night's run, 100-meter wind speeds. Put that into motion. You see the convergence zone activity going on through the day today. Then through tomorrow morning, you can kind of see this feature moving down across southwest Washington, Oregon here, and you see the northerly start down the Puget Sound. That's when we could get a little bit of convergence across some of the central sound here. A little bit of snow accumulation could occur with that, and you can kind of see the spin in the atmosphere. This is 100-meter winds again, if I didn't say that at the beginning, but you can see that little low pressure system kind of right over the Portland metro there. So that's going to drive down across the area as we go on in through Tuesday. You can see the northerlies coming all the way down the Puget Sound through Oregon by this time. Now taking a look here, this is last night's European run, total snow Kuchera ratio in inches on the European. You can see some of the Puget Sound flirting with a little bit of snowfall here, but the better amount is really generally south of the Seattle metro, maybe down the I-5 corridor, Longview here. You see a little bit for the Willamette Valley, but the big winners of this, as we've been saying for the last few days, is going to be the mountainous areas here. A little bit of an uptick here in the European for the coastal range of Oregon there as well. Blue Mountains getting some nice snowfalls as well. Lookout Pass eastward through Idaho and Montana out there, also some big snows coming in. Now looking at lightning flash density potential here through this afternoon, you can see we've got some of this potential going on already, and I know there was a couple lightning strikes already through portions of western Oregon. If I'm not mistaken, there was some up across the northern Puget Sound this morning as well, and didn't really pick up on that too much, but you can see this activity increasing as we go through the afternoon there. Check out the central sound there about 2 p.m. Pacific Standard Time there, so watch out for those convergence zone bands. You might get a rumble of thunder out there across western Washington, western Oregon, across the coastal regions here as you go through today. Now taking a look here, this is the newest UW model. This is 12Z, hot off the presses, 4 kilometer. This is total accumulated snowfall here, and you can see the big amounts coming across the Cascades. And you can see this kind of convergence zone band setting up across portions of South Whidbey Island near Everett there, King County, Snohomish County line there, kind of Kent back towards the foothills there as well. And then as we go overnight, you see that next little feature that's going to roll in here, mainly Tacoma South here on the UW model. A little bit of snow possible down through the I-5 corridor, and of course the higher terrain are going to be the big winners out of this event as well. But don't be surprised if you see the flakes flying across the Puget Sound, and you could get some accumulation briefly. Again, mainly not on the roadway surfaces. You're talking about cars and rooftops and grassy surfaces for the most part, but any persistent band could probably bring some sticking snowfall to the cement streets, especially the back roads here, if you're underneath one of these persistent enough bands as you go. So now taking a look at Oregon here too, same map here, 4-kilometer UW model. Again, the snow piles up across the day today. As you go in through the overnight, early morning hours, you can see some of that snow piling up across the Willamette Valley there too as well. You might get some brief accumulation, especially on the side streets down there across the area. And look at that big snowfall totals coming for the coastal range and the Cascades there, the Blue Mountains, some of the higher terrain in eastern Oregon also. Now, this is looking at the high-resolution Canadian model. This is the one that's been showing this persistent band down by SeaTac. Let's see what it shows this morning. Put that into motion. You can see it does show that band up towards Everett here, South Whidbey Island as well, what the European is showing also, and it kind of still sticking with that band down here. SeaTac south towards Tacoma there, back into the foothills, the Cascades shown there. And then what the European's been showing also, this model kind of moving, this little feature kind of moving down in the weather models, mainly Tacoma south along the I-5 corridor, and you could see a little bit of accumulating snowfall, maybe briefly down there towards portions of I-5 here by Chehalis and Centralia. Now looking at this is the high-resolution Canadian model. I want to show you the winds coming across the area here, and this is why that convergence zone keeps showing up here across the SeaTac. Excuse me, I got a frog in my throat this morning. Now, take a look at the northerly winds coming down, northwesterly winds coming down the Strait of Georgia, and they kind of ride all the way down through the Puget Sound here. And that would be bringing some interesting convergence here across some of the South Seattle Metro and SeaTac, maybe North Tacoma here, as you get a convergent zone activity going on there. That's why the high-resolution Canadian has been focusing on that spot there. It keeps having these northwest winds from the Vancouver Island convergence zone, I guess you could call it, kind of meeting here across the South Central Puget Sound. Now, taking a look here, this is a wider look at things here, the Canadian high-resolution model, so you can see western Oregon as well. And again, the big mountain snows are a virtual lock at this point, and you can see the bands across SeaTac there up towards Everett. And then as we go in the overnight period here, early Tuesday morning, you can see some of that snow falling across Willamette Valley here, maybe Kelso, Longview as well, and just humongous snow totals here across some of the mountainous areas. Look at Paradise up over 40 inches here in the high-resolution Canadian model as well. And sorry if you're out across the Columbia Basin here, the lower elevations, not looking at much snowfall. Better chance as you go out towards Ritzville, towards Spokane here. Now taking a look here, this is National Weather Service Portland. You can see they put probabilities out here. Vancouver, Washington, 1 inch or more of snow, right about a 50-50 odds there. Kelso, Longview, about 43% chance. Chehalis, Centralia there. White Salmon, 24. Raymond, 28. Now this one shows Portland. Look at 50-50 chance of 1+ inches of snowfall there. Not bad odds there. Look at Astoria on the coastline, about 20% chance. Newport, Eugene, 40. Salem, about 50-50 shot there too. Flip a coin. But you'll probably see some snowflakes in the air for a lot of these areas, even if you don't get accumulation here. Now, this is the high surf advisor for the Washington, Oregon coast. Again, Monday afternoon through Tuesday morning. Watch out for those destructive waves out there. Really big breaking surf in the surf zone there. Minor beach erosion as possible. Never turn your back on the ocean. Watch out for those sneaker waves, folks. So, yeah, the cold air is finally here. So it's going to be a fun day across the area today. Look out. Look out your window, check out the sky, watch for those dark bases out there, see if you hear some rumbles of thunder, some small hail, maybe some snow, and if you're really lucky, maybe some thunder snow and some accumulating snowfall down into the lower elevation. Should be brief, and we should warm up by Tuesday afternoon above freezing, so most of that snow will be gone if anything does stick into the lower elevations. So yeah, so I am back at work today for the next 4 days, and then I'll probably start doing some more California briefings here in the next couple of days as well, as another storm system looks like it might start to impact them coming up here as well. So anyway, yeah, get out there and enjoy that, and watch out for that winter travel coming across the passes here, folks. A lot of snowfall coming down. Watch out for Stevens, Snoqualmie, White Pass. Passes coming across Oregon Cascades as well. Lookout Pass on through western Montana as well. And BC goes without saying. Nice snowfall incoming here. So anyway, hope you guys are having a good day. We will do this again tomorrow, and I will talk to you guys then.